Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little sunflowers. How are you on this Sunday evening? Well, baby Crone and I took a break. We went out to dinner.
Yes.
What else did we do? And drove around a little bit, chit chat about what we're going to talk about. And one of the things that her and I decided that we want to talk about this drug Ozempic. And I want to read on it because I want to know, is it another thing that the government has had? I'm at the point that I don't trust the government because this is targeting a group of men and women.
Yes.
It is targeting, I think, 35 or 40-year-old and up to 55, 60 or whatever. And this drug is starting to have effect on people.
Yes.
They're having many people that have side effects, but they're not saying anything. And also, what can I say about this drug? What can't I say about this drug? It's a way to lose weight for people that maybe don't want to exercise,
Yes.
or people that have a hard time turning down food. I don't mean to go ahead.
If they just want to look a little younger and a little bit more attractive for
their spouse, significant others, or yes, it seems like it's a part of it, sing bang.
Yes.
Because they say it was for the people that had money. It was for the elite, like people like Oprah. It was for them. And speaking of Oprah, who was let go of Weight Watchers. See, because the thing is, this is a quick way to get small, to get your youth back, all of this.
Yes.
And a lot of times, a lot of these women are like 30, 20 pounds overweight. You know, that they could just work on it. A lot of these women, I'm not saying all, I'm saying a lot of these women not even 100 pounds overweight to get to their desired goal.
Yes.
You understand? So, I mean, what do I know? I could be wrong, but I'm not talking about people that are obese. I mean, obese, that is like if you're 20 pounds over your weight, I think that whatever it is, you're obese. So if I'm 120 and I weigh 140, then I'll be obese. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that obesity thing is driving everybody crazy. And so a lot of times people eat to hide their feelings, to mask their feelings. Sometimes people just addicted to food, and basically people have poor diets.
Yes.
And so I guess when I think of the drug Ozempic, what I think of, baby Crone pulled this out to me, it's like a drug that have all the non-eating diseases like bulimia.
Yes.
It has anorexia and what? Just anything, because it comes with the side effects of diarrhea and constipation, nausea, and something else. Abdominal cramping, stomach upset, and abdominal pain. So when you have that, and then many people say when they come off the drug, you still go back to eating.
Yes.
So I think this is about training. But my point is, I want to know, at the end of the day, I really feel nervous about this because it's triggering something in your body that's not natural.
Yes.
And causing side effects. And I'm concerned about this drug because I want to know, it seemed like it's targeting a group of people, because you even have people like, as I heard, I don't know, allegedly, the Kardashians, then people were taking it.
Yes.
People with money was taking it.
Yes, like Sharon Osbourne,
her mother, Sharon, saying now she's in a state where she can't lose weight. I mean, she can't stop. And she's not looking very well.
Yes.
So you got, and she's saying, else it's not her, it's other people that's struggling, but they're not saying anything.
Nope.
And what I want to know is, when people are on this, I want to know, what about the long-term effects?
Yes.
Is something about this drug is going to come up later, like 5-10 years from now? I'm curious about that. And so that's why I wanted to read on this rich magic drug. And her daughter, what Kelly Osborne said, you could put their pictures up.
Okay.
They said that it doesn't matter. She said it kind of like it's going to get down where the lower people can afford to buy it.
Right. And even though she sees her mother struggle, she still supports and advocates.
Because it worked for her.
Yes.
Right.
I guess she was just like, just because my mom had a problem doesn't mean I am.
But many people have a problem, but they haven't said anything about it yet.
So for this Ozempic, should we choose the tree for health? Should we choose the magnifying glass because we're digging in deep?
Tree.
Okay.
I think let's choose the tree because the tree does represent health.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get about this. Yep, we do news, and this is how we do our news and everything. We read cards and find out what's going on. Right?
Yes.
So let's find out. Oh yeah, I'm looking for the tree.
Oh, wow. 2 men back to back. Crazy.
Tree. So it means it's very masculine. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me put it here so I can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, there we go.
These cards are very interesting looking.
They're very interesting, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, I want to be clear. I want to know in the future, like 10 years, 5 years, 6 years from now, will there be like people really struggling with this drug? Are they going to have people that says, I took Ozempic and this is what happened and now I'm too thin, or I'm just curious about it. It may not be nothing. And another thing, I think the government says that we're running out of this drug. I don't believe that for 1 minute. It's making too much money. I believe that they made this drug for people with diabetes and for to lose weight. And even though they say it, because if some doctors, some representatives sold this drug.
Yes, somebody had to approve it.
Somebody representative showed it and sold it to the doctors. Someone did. So no, I think that this drug was made for what it is, doing what it is. And yes, I do think it's for people that has diabetes. I really do believe that, but I also do believe that the government knows it's for people to lose weight also.
Yes.
It's just a magic drug right now. It's the magic bullet.
Yes, and it's a cover-up for just in case anything else later down the line.
If anything come down the pipe, it's like, well, we told you it was for people with diabetes, and because of that, and they stressing that, that's what makes me question, is this safe in the long run? Safe for now, but is it safe on the system in the long run? And the reason why I ask is I have no idea because of the side effects. Do the side effects go away? They probably do. I have no idea. But from where I understand it, you start off at a dose, you stay there, and then you move up. That's what I understand. However, when they talk about Ozempic, they don't tell you that. Mm-mm. They don't say that in the commercials. No. So that's why I'm saying I'm leery about this drug. So first of all, I see a compass. Interesting. I see a mask. Now, like I said, what are we looking for? We want to know if this drug is going to be good in the long run. Yes. Because the one thing that we do know is targeting a group of people, I think between 20, 35, and because they don't want young people, and you have to have money to get it or good health insurance or something. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I see a compass. I see the mask. I see the sexy man. And that to me is about vanity. I see for the pharmaceuticals, it's money. I see married. I don't know exactly what marriage would have to do with that. We have to look into that. I also see the sickle. I don't know what that means, but maybe the sickle mean in today is cutting away the fat, maybe having people believe that you're cutting away sickness, because right here is the health. So maybe it's about cutting away the weight, cutting away sickness. Yeah, you suffer, but in the long run, you're healthy, but you suffer getting healthy. I don't know. But anyway, in the future, I see wise owls. So this seems like I'm going to have to get into this just a little bit more. Over here in the near future, I see the anchor. The anchor means something is anchored down or trying to be anchored down. Again, I see another male. I have to look at it. So this to me, it seemed, I don't know what male is. Maybe men are taking this drug as much as women, or maybe a male made this drug or something. I don't know.
Or maybe this drug is some type of masculine energy because it makes you like lose weight. So that's like being proactive.
That would be proactive. So it could be that. And then on top, we have a hope. So you tell me what that hope card, hope what? So when I get an overview of it, I'm definitely going to have run cards on it. But when I get an overview, I see the mask. So it looked like this drug is also hiding something. It's not telling you everything. And I think it's all a matter of time.
Yes.
I'm not saying I think that this drug is going to cause some really bad side effects for some people. And I think some people will do well with it. However, I think it's a drug of an illusion. Why? Because as long as you're on it, you'll stay small. The moment you get off of it, it is said that people said you gain your weight back.
Yep.
Because no matter how much you take Ozempic, this is about being on a diet. It's about a lifestyle change. It's about the way you eat. Period. And exercise, right? So that's what I see. And I see the pelicans. I see birds again. Pairs. It looks like this. It seems also is like this drug is like saying it makes me happy in my relationship. It brings love back in my life. It seems like it has all of those elements tied into it.
Bring it back in the commitment aspect.
Bring it back, yeah. That's because I was like, yeah, bringing back the commitment by me losing weight. This drug makes me feel sexy again. It makes me feel good about myself. You know, it makes me, my husband want me, my wife want me again. I feel great. I can play soccer with my kids. It seems like that's the overall, but all at the same time, it seems like this is an illusion, you know, and that this drug is a hope drug.
Yeah.
Hope. As long as you take it, you know. But I want to know, did that make sense?
Yes. I was wondering, this is just me hypothesizing, but this kind of reminds me of how back in the 1900s, there was the opioid epidemic.
And then, 1900. Okay.
Yes. And it makes me think how doctors were promoting giving their patients opioids for like pain medicine.
Yes.
And here we're seeing
peddling
kind
again,
of repeating itself by them saying, hey, you can use this drug, but it also has some of these other side effects.
But we don't worry about that, because, you know, this drug can cause this. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because it's about feeding your ego. A lot of these people are not they may be obese in numbers, but they're not obese in eyes. They may be obese because they're thicker than their peers.
Right.
You know, excuse me. They may be obese. Like the doctor would definitely say baby Crone is obese.
Yes.
Right. However, when I look at baby Crone, yes, she may be obese and looking, but she's not obese where she can't lose this weight by just counting calories and being true to her diet. It's just about being determined. What do you think?
Yes.
And saying no. And a lot of people lack discipline.
Yeah, and I would honestly say getting up and being active, even if it's just walking.
So what do you say, being an obese person? What do you say? To me, I think you're going to say there's nothing good about obese. There are some people that I see obese. I'll be like, you're not obese at all. You just can't tell. They right. I can't.
Yeah, it's just,
I tell baby Crone all the time.
But I understand for health reasons, body mass ratio.
Yes.
For the
Right.
healthiness of the organs. Anyway.
Yes. Yes.
For
you
myself-
sexy, you know, bigger than them girls on Love and Hip Hop.
No, I am not.
That's what I'm saying. That's the body she has.
Yes, but I do feel as though maintaining it, at least by being a little bit more active throughout my day and walking, I feel like helps, as well as being mindful of what I intake. Starches are my such my weak spot. So maybe
those are your opioids.
Yes, those starches. So being mindful of how much starch I intake and trying to replace starch with having a fruit, or maybe eating a salad instead of eating out on chips all day. So that's the way I try to replace healthy eating in replace of junk food and munching throughout the day.
Right. So anyway, my first question is, should we be concerned about this drug Ozempic?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. We should be concerned. We should be concerned about this drug. That's the moon. The moon had many phases, and this is yes. Yes, you should be concerned. You have a question?
Yes, my next question is how's the ending effect for Ozempic? Like, will it be good in the long term?
Well, here it's like it's still in its infancy stages. So we're still in a pentacle stage. So we're still in that earthly level where we feel arrogance, not arrogance, I'm sorry. And that, what's the word I want? Superficial, earthy. It's about earth. It's that superficial. We want to look pretty. We want to feel young. We want to feel vibrant. We want to feel sexy. 45, 55, 65-year-olds. I won't go no more than that. 670. And people that really just trying to find their youth. This is what I see. All the people that I've seen on TV and in real life that's on it are people that are trying to rekindle something new about themselves.
Yes.
They may be a little overweight, but they could do it if they were to just monetize what they eat. If they can monitor what they eat. But they do this drug for a quick fix.
Yes,
and there is no quick fix at all unless you're willing to stay on it for the rest of your life. And I have a concern that being on it for a long, extensive period of time is going to have a backlash. I'm not a doctor. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And you did say you find it interesting with all the different types of diets out there and all the people trying to lose weight that they just conveniently happen to make a drug
for those people, for people with money. And now it's like for people that have money, they could take this drug. But for the people that don't have money, they can't take this drug. They can't afford it. And you hear the rich like Kelly Osbourne saying, they can't afford it. But one day it'll come down where they will. Mm-hmm. You have another question?
Yes, my next question is, what was Ozempic tested on the general public?
Oh, yes. I think that's what's happening now. Mm-hmm. I think it was tested for what it was, not just for the weight loss. I think when they was using it for the people that was diabetic, I think that they started losing weight and they started seeing some more things that was happening that this drug could do. That's what I think. Although I wasn't there, I have no idea. But according to the cards, I see people, I see a 5, and I see that it was a lot of togetherness to get this drug out and on the market. And it was a lot of people involved. And I see that this is masculine. And I see that it was masculine people involved in this. I'm not saying that there wasn't no feminine, but I just feel like this drug is kind of masculine to try to get people to lose weight. Yes. But I do think it was made for that. And I do think it was made for people with diabetes, because a lot of times, not all the time, depending on what kind of diabetes you have, a lot of people with diabetes are overweight.
Yes.
And there are a disease that people that have diabetes, that they are not overweight. So please understand that. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else we want to know?
Yes. My next question is, Oh my gosh, I forgot what my question was.
Well, while you thinking, is this drug going to be around for a long time?
Okay.
It seems like it defeated out the rest and is still here. So this drug must have been around for a few years. It's just getting down and getting into the market because I didn't even know Oprah Winfrey was on it.
Right.
So she could have been on it for a year or so. So she's a spokesperson for Ozempic, but
Weight
she
Watchers.
is she no longer works for Weight Watchers.
Right,
so now it's Ozempic because she said what she's on. Ozempic. The first time I heard Ozempic is with Oprah,
yes,
with that big old head and that little body. Is it me?
No.
Sometimes weight loss just don't look good like that. But this is her goal. Oprah has been small like that before.
Yeah.
And
who knows how?
Yeah, she's lost weight the way anybody would lose weight. She lost weight, but now, she's no longer working with Weight Watchers, and they say, and I think this is terrible. And because she is no longer with Weight Watchers, their shares plummeted.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because she sold them out and went to Ozempic and saying Ozempic, pretty much what she said was, Weight Watchers didn't do nothing for me. I went to Ozempic. That's not cool.
That's not. I mean,
and if it was me, I would sue her for that. I would sue her for that. You sabotaged this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. My question was for Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not saying that Ozempic is a bad drug at all. I'm just saying I'm leery about it. Go ahead.
Yes, for the drug Ozempic, was this a way to control the population?
I think it's a way to get the weight down.
Okay.
And I do think that it's for the elite at one point, because it is trickling down that if baby and I wanted to take Ozempic, I guess we could squeeze it in our budget. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they're talking about people like you or I. I think they're talking about people, homeless people. Right.
Okay. So then could we then rephrase the question as, is Ozempic the mark of the beast? Is
Ozempic the mark? I just think, are people going to start having problems from it? And if people are going to have problems later on, then yes, let's see. It's judgment. So it's right now, this drug is starting to really come out. It's been in the market, it's filtering. So now you're really going to start hearing what is the verdict about Ozempic. You're going to start hearing. We've already heard Sharon Osbourne and her daughter, Kelly. Kelly, on the one hand, is supportive of the drug. Sharon, on one hand, is like, it worked too much for me. Be careful. And now I can't stop losing weight. My husband don't find me attractive, because remember, they get on this drug because they want their husbands to find them attractive. It's the vanity of it. Mm-hmm. You see their marriages and boyfriends. And so, if I lose this weight, I'll feel good again. And a lot of times they're trying to compete against the young women.
Yes.
You got these women trying to be small. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but just taking a drug that make you nauseous, that mess with your intestines, that mess with your GI tract, period, that should send an alarm.
Yes.
That if a drug does that, that's throwing you right there with the anorexic and the bulimia, because those are the symptoms you have. Yes. Or when you anorexic, you feel nauseous a lot, because you're not eating until your body can adjust.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, I just wanted to do a reading on it. I wanted to know, is it safe? Is it safe? It's all this. It's like me with my implants. I got implants 7 years ago. Now, implants has been out for a minute before I got my implants 7 or 8 years ago. But my implant when they took an x-ray, they saw that my implant had an infection. However, I had no symptoms or anything, but when I had my checkup, they saw there was something wrong with my implant. So I had to take that $7,000 and remove and that I had to have the implant put in. And then the doctor that took the implant out 7 or 8 years later saying, we didn't know much about implants. So we can't really tell you, we're learning. See what I mean? I didn't know that I was a guinea pig. You see? So it's like, we can't tell you why this happened, what, we don't know. This is still new. You know, because I'm like a person that came back with a complaint that it was done with the implant. So I hope I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's
the only thing I can give you, huh?
I said that's just what happens in the medical field.
Yeah.
It's just some unforeseen other beneficial use that people, or non-beneficial use, you know. There's always backlashes to medicine when you're messing with the body.
Absolutely.
So, and your mentality also, because think about how you must feel mentally, because your brain and spine and everything's all connected into one. So if you're not feeling well, you're not going to be mentally well to focus either.
And also, I hear people that has lost weight off of Ozempic, and this is a drug where people are proud of. Yes. I'm on Ozempic. You know, it's like, yes, I'm on the drug for to lose weight, where the rich people and the privilege. Yes, and it worked for me. Okay. But you're not telling about the side effects. You're not saying anything. And long-term use. That is my concern.
Yes.
And the cards are showing that none of this, it hasn't been out really long enough to be. How long has Ozempic been out? Has it been out for a decade? And like I said, I think this drug is trying to anchor itself. You know, it's still cutting away something. What it says?
It says, okay, that was good. And it was approved by the FDA in 2016, and then in 2017 was when it finally hit the market. So 16,
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And we're just in the beginning of 24. So I told you, this drug ain't been around long enough to really know what is the damage. Will it have long-term effect? According to Sharon and other people, yes, it does for them. Because she's trying, I'm wondering for Sharon, because I could know what would happen to me. If you cut my appetite, it would be hard for me to get an appetite back. Because I'm easy to stop eating. So if I stop eating, it's just hard. I mean, I could drink liquids, nibble, but to really eat, to put weight on me, because it's easy for me to shed weight. What do you think?
Yes. This does make me think, because if it's originally marketed to people with diabetes, and you're taking it and you don't have diabetes.
And your doctor's giving it to you.
Yes.
So you know, I think they made it for that too.
Yes.
It's money.
The question is, how's that going to be affecting your body? Because you're putting stuff in there that's supposed to help you with, if you supposed to have diabetes, but you don't. So it's like, how's this going to affect your body?
And the overall.
Yeah, because you're like taking something your body really doesn't need.
And your body is rejecting to this drug. Look, God bless those who's taken the drug and it's working for them. This is not about I got you, make you feel bad. It's just that I'm just curious about this drug. It's been on the market now for what, 7, 8 years? They don't know yet. It hasn't been around long enough.
Yeah.
So this is what they're doing now. So all I can say to people is, once you get down to your desired weight, maybe you should consider getting off of it. But I think some people made it, that's their diet, that they'll stay on it forever. I don't think you're going to be able to.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, especially that's just ridiculous
to just maintain, so you don't want to eat, but maybe your body will get used to the drug.
Yeah, that is true.
I have no idea. Like I said, everything is up in arms. But I think, like reading the cards, I ask the cards questions. They keep showing it's not certain. They don't know. It's up for judgment. They watching and seeing, just like with my implant. I'm not the only one who had they had to go back and have implants removed, right? So that's what I'm saying. So overall, this drug is not, it's meant to be good for diabetes, but for people that is not diabetic, it's up in the air. I forgot what the question was when I asked this and it came out. Do you remember?
Should it be trusted?
Should it be trusted? At this point, no. But when you're in vanity, to me, not vanity in a bad way, but vanity in a sense of where you're concerned, people that are 20 pounds overweight, 25 pounds. Yeah, that may be a lot, but you can do that with just counting calories. Look, I'm not the guru of the health. I'm just saying to go through these inconveniences, these terrible things that in the long run could play on your intestines and play on your stomach. You don't want that.
No.
You don't want that. That's what I'm saying. That's my only thing about it. So this drug Ozempic is alarming to me, and they say it's taking away from the people that need it. I don't believe that at all. I truly believe that they are making it for people also to lose weight. And why wouldn't the pharmaceutical companies, the men or women that are in charge, they're making money. Do you really think that they care about you like that? It's making money. It made it where it's legal, FDA approved.
Yeah, that's all you really
They put
need.
the warning out. This is for people who have diabetes. They're making this clear.
Yeah.
Even though they're making the drug for people to lose weight, they say they're not, but they are. But they're letting you know in the long run, don't come to us and try to sue us because we done told you it is for people with diabetes.
Yes.
Not for you. But doctors are giving this drug out, just like you said, the opioids. I'm saying this is one, I hope that it work out in the favor, because I know someone that's on this drug that's very, very dear to me. And I would hate that something would happen to this person. But this person said it's working. And if they say it's working, I believe it. This is not why I'm reading on it. I'm reading on it because of Sharon Osbourne. And when I heard her story, it was just scary for me.
Yeah.
She says she can't stop losing weight, right?
Yes, that has to be frightening.
Whew.
No
and she don't look good.
Eats,
she says she can't gain weight. Oh, see, and she's saying that she didn't know that would happen. And she says, and now my husband don't find me attractive. See, because a lot of people are doing this. I tell you, the good old way to lose weight, count calories.
Yeah.
Please, that's a good way. And be loyal and work out. Even if you do chair exercise.
Okay.
In your house, chair exercise. You could do 5 or 10 minutes a day. Look, I'm being the guru of health, but I'm not. But I am a person that overall try to eat healthy.
Yes, you do.
Overall, not all the time. I mean, all the time, it's always forefront. My diet is ever forefront before me. Would you agree?
Yes, that is true.
I'm always thinking about food. If I had a half a hoagie or a half a tuna salad sandwich, I'm only going to eat half. Even if I wanted even if I wanted 2 bites of the other part, I wouldn't even eat it.
Okay.
Am I true?
Yes.
When I eat out of a small plate.
Yes.
So I don't overly eat. Am I kidding?
No.
I'm very mindful of my diet. And when people say, how do you stay so small? Because I'm mindful of food. I'm not in love with food. I'm not in love with it. I look at food as a necessity. If I didn't have to eat, I wouldn't. Baby Crone, what did you get out of the reading?
I got out the reading that Ozempic it's just not looking good for Ozempic. I mean,
It looks good. It looks like a drug good for now, but
Yes,
the
in the
proof will
long
be
term.
in the long term. We'll see something that people been on it for 8 and 10 years, but nobody's been on it that long because it just came out. I don't know. Maybe Oprah. I don't even think she's been on it because it just got approved in 2016 and came on the market in 17. So it's relatively new, and I really want to bring that. And I'm glad that Sharon Osbourne brought her story to the forefront. I am, to say, be leery. And this is why, because of that, they're making sure that the youth don't get this.
Yes.
They're making sure about that. So this drug for the weight loss is, to me, is triggered for a group of people outside of the people that has diabetes. I think it's triggering a market. And that market has made them wealthy.
Oh, yes.
You know, what do you think?
Indeed.
So, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is all I had to say about Ozempic. And like what I said, it's supposed to be the magic drug. It's supposed to, make you sexy to your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife. It's supposed to make you feel renewed, make you feel sexy again, like Oprah. But another thing they don't tell you, when you lose a lot of weight, what are you going to do with all that loose skin?
Yes.
That can get infected. When you lose a lot of weight like that, what is going to become of your skin? Especially if you are a woman of or a man of a certain age.
That is true.
What are you going to do with all that loose skin? You was 100, unless Oprah got skinny. Unless Oprah had surgery, I shiver to think how her body look under those beautiful clothes.
You're right.
Let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. Depending on how much they lost.
Yeah.
Oprah is a woman of age. So if she lose that weight, if she didn't have no surgery, what would her body look like? Mm-hmm. You look good in your clothes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are losing this weight, but that's why they say it's for rich people, because they can afford the surgery that comes with it. But for the people that can afford the drug, but maybe they can't afford to pay $20,000, $30,000 for body surgery.
Right.
These are the things that are alarming to me. Do they tell them that? How big are you? How big are you? Are you 200 pounds and now you are 130 or 140? What are you all that skin? You're 150. What about that? What about your breasts? What about your arms? Where does all that skin go?
Yeah, it's got to go somewhere.
And if you don't take care of it, you can get ulcers or sores. It's not smelly. So please, people, I'm just being an alarmist. I know. I'm just saying, losing weight, I take these things seriously.
Yes.
Just losing weight, look at the bigger picture. When you get down to weighing 130 and now you've been almost 200 pounds, do you really think you're going to look sexy? It's a gimmick, people. Think about it. If you can't afford to buy and you ain't working out.
Yes.
And the right way. You got to work out in the right way. And even if you work out in the right way, elasticity, once it's gone, it's gone. I used to lift barbells, and I was a hairstylist. I had beautiful arms. Oh my God. But a few years ago, I had a ligament. Oh my God. And I suffered for 3 years. And this is how I couldn't work out my upper part. And now I'm like, I want to lose it, but I don't know how. I try everything. Maybe I'm not trying enough. I'm going to get into it again. And because it had sagged. If you could get it before that, you're fine.
Yeah,
but I couldn't, because I couldn't move my arm. And if I can't move this, I was sickened. I was sick. I couldn't do it. I can't tell you how bad I was. It was horrible. I can't even think about it. And ever since then, it has made me very leery and doing any kind of strenuous exercise. So I do these, the what is that rubber thing?
Like a stretch.
The stretch rubber now. So anyway, I'm just saying, please, I just wanted to do I wanted to talk about it. And I have to read the old trusty cards. And the cards are saying this is supposed to bring marriages back together, make you look sexy and young again, give you your youth, make you feel strong and sexy. This is what this drug is supposed to do for you, right? Mm-hmm. Will it? Oprah says yes. She's shown. So we'll see. We'll look at it. We'll see how this drug's doing in 10 years.
Yes.
But there are people who are complaining. They just haven't brought it to the forefront. Sharon Osbourne was the one that brought it and said that this is not a drug to play with, paraphrasing. Right. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed us taking this moment to find out about Ozempic. I know a lot of people may not be interested in this, but I just feel, I'm not a doctor. I just feel as though there is a better way than feeding your body false hope. Mm-hmm. Is that a hope card?
Yeah, that's the
star. Yeah. Then giving yourself, tricking your body, putting your body through that to be small when all you really trying to do is lose 20, 25 pounds. Mm-hmm. It may take a year. You can go on the Noom diet, right, babe? That's what you use, right?
Yes.
So tell them a little bit about Noom.
Well, the way Noom works is that each day you read like a 2-minute article. Well, they let you adjust how long of an article you want to read, but it's approximately about 2 minutes, teaches you about the psychology behind eating, so that way you can help change your mental process on your mental attitude towards how you lose weight, how you want to lose weight, why you want to lose weight, and then the education to change your diet, but still also eat the foods that you would enjoy.
Right. So that's the Noom diet. So it shows you how to eat, but without guilt.
Yes.
Right. And it gives you a lot of things to help you understand why you're eating, why you're not eating. It's a very good program, but it teaches you mentally, because at the end of the day, everyone should be on that Noom diet or understanding of it, because it's about dieting. It's about a life change.
Yes.
It's about a lifestyle change, not the drug. You understand? Mm-hmm. And I think people are lazy. Not all. There are people who really need it. I'm not talking about the 300-pounder. I'm not talking about the 5'5" that weigh 250 pounds. I'm not talking about, and I don't even know if Ozempic is good for that person. I just don't know.
Consult with your doctor.
You have to consult with your doctor. But you all, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm certainly not meaning this as an insult. I'm just saying this drug has me a little alarmed, because anything that comes out that we just got the shot for the virus. Now this,
yes,
I'm scared. This is
what you guys injecting us with.
What are you coming up with all of this? And these pharmaceuticals about making money. This is just a big topic. I just wanted to bring it out before you. You may not get a lot of views, but I know that this is something that we need to talk about. Yes. So that's my reading on Ozempic. What the cards say, it's still in that, that testing zone.
Okay.
It's still in that waiting. It passed everything, but for the diabetes. We're not talking about for the diabetes, but for people taking this drug that belong to a diabetic, and how it will affect you in the long run. Determine how long you stay on it. I have no idea. All these things they're waiting to see. These are all up in the air. And it has been a big friction over all of the things that I'm talking about. The cards have shown it's been a big friction, and it's a mass over it too. So good luck in cutting the weight away. I wish everyone good luck and stay healthy. I just don't understand how anybody could take a drug that makes them feel nauseous and have gastric and disorder. Oof. Or what is it like to be around food and you're hungry and you're not hungry? and you're not hungry to eat when you're used to eating. That just seems a little unnatural to me. But that's my opinion. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed our reading on Ozempic. This is there for information purposes only.
Yes.
And with that being said, Baby Crone, do you have anything else to say?
No, I do not.
I don't either. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Sunflowers.